shout out.
Woo!
We are with Jason here with I Mustache U. Get it? If you don't get it, you're in the wrong place right now, okay? But I have just 10 questions for this gentleman. Are you ready?
Ooh, ready. Let's do it.
Okay, first question. What are the 3 games, Jason, that are currently always on your table during game night?
Interesting. Other than my own?
You can
Is
say your
this-
own because you're designing it, right? You're never playing.
I mean, I play that all the time. I genuinely do, and that because it
Good.
was born organically. Outside of that, it's tough to get certain games to the table when you're with your friends group. So a lot of gateway games are my best chance.
Same.
King of Tokyo is a good one. That's it's easy to teach. Suro is another good one.
Love that company. We love that company. Great game.
Nice. And really, I would say mine because I can play it anytime we go out, bar, restaurant, wherever we are. We can spark a conversation with people and get a game going.
Yeah, it fits right in your purse or your bag. We love those games.
Right.
We love those games. Okay, next question. Out of all things you could have done with your talents, why'd you choose tabletop games?
Interesting question. It started organically. Back when the first idea came to be, it was about 10 years ago, first concepts. A group of guys and I got together and we went through that whole, man, it's been forever. We really should do this more often.
We got to connect.
Right. But nothing ever comes of it. We say, yeah, we should get together more often, and then everybody gets busy, lives fall apart. So we decided we would set aside one day a week to get together, hang out. Monday became our man day. And I was thinking, you know what? I want something other than tapping on our phones or watching sports on TV or talking about work. So that's where the first idea was born, to create a game for us to sit and interact and play and have fun. So that was the genesis of it all, and it's grown from there.
Beautiful. If you're chasing your passion, it's not a job.
Right.
So we still a job, still a lot of hard work.
But meaningful work.
But more meaningful, yes.
Right.
All right, next question is, what fictional character would you most like to be friends with?
Ooh, of all the fictional characters.
Any fictional character.
Man, from so many franchises, where does one start to be friends with?
Right?
That's an interesting
You always
question.
aspire to be one,
Right.
but who do you just want to be friends with?
Huh.
I can see it. It's coming.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
whittling them down.
That's an interesting one because I haven't spent a lot of time recently in the fictional space. So, let's say, what's the most recent
I
show
mean,
I watched?
John Wick is a fictional character.
He is a fictional. Do you want to be friends with John Wick?
Probably not. I
I.
think I'm in
know,
good
he's-
company until something
He's
happens.
a dog lover, so that's a good suggestion.
Yes.
I would say, what is the name of the character from Cobra Kai? I would say.
He was the bad
new-
guy in the original.
Right.
But
It's an interesting.
what is his
storyline.
name? Because you got Daniel LaRusso,
Right.
and then, gosh, what is
Johnny.
Johnny? I can't remember his
Sorry,
name.
This is embarrassing.
No,
We
this
should
is
know
perfect.
this,
We should know
right?
because I got sucked into Cobra Kai. I stayed up for almost 2 days watching
Right.
the backlog.
I'm a big fan of moral flexibility. The way they twist and bend the morality of it all. I think that was really creatively done. So it's a complicated character with a troubled
Yes.
past and a mission to make his life better. And,
Oh
and
my God,
I think
dude.
that's an incredible story. Yeah.
I talk about that to my wife. She glosses over because she's like, "You're a good guy now." I was like, "Great,
Oh.
good to hear."
You did it.
I was like, "She helped me. I'm here." All right. What was the first game that inspired you to actually begin developing games, though?
First game that inspired development. Man, that's an interesting one.
Kind of like you saw that game and you're like, I could probably make that better.
I don't know that I ever thought about it quite like that, because I know designers have their own angle, their own spin. I mean, you're an artist, you're creating art,
Right.
so it's hard to say, I think I've got a better take on your art. I think it's more of, I think the obvious one is Cards Against Humanity, because it became a great entry-level game for so many people.
True.
So I think that's a great one to say, you know what, I can get my friends to the table, easy to play, easy to understand, easy to teach. So I think I would have to say that.
Yeah, that one still hits my table for that reason. People that say they're not gamers.
Right.
I think we all are. We just haven't found the game.
Right. Fair, right?
Right? That's my opinion only. When starting your next project, what inspires you? I think you kind of covered some of that, but your inspiration comes from being here.
All of the playful people you meet.
There it is.
All of the amazing people connected through the power of play. And we're standing here, we're playing a game, people are laughing, we're having fun, we're elevating, we're elevating emotion, elevating a feeling. I think play and humor are two of our greatest weapons against the default suffering of life. So the more play we can bring into other people's lives, it's heartwarming and it's fun to watch.
And they do it while playing a game. They don't even know that their lives are being changed.
Right.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. All right. What song would currently make the best theme music for you?
Interesting. Well, I'd have to go with 30 Seconds to Mars Hurricane, because that's the song that gets me in the flow state. In fact, a lot of the production of this design was listening to that song on loop. The extended version on YouTube, I'll just hit repeat, and just over and over and over, and just the pianos and the mellow backgrounds, and then it gets intense. I mean, that a lot of my design work was done just to that song on repeat. So
that's inspiring.
I would have to go with that one.
You hear that song and Jason is here. What key elements do you look for before you consider the game finished?
Well, fun. Find the fun. I mean, I've participated in a lot of game design groups, game design nights. The Dallas Design Group has been a huge influence, a community of great game designers. We'd get together, play test each other's games, critique, and I used to fill out a form that would say how I feel, how I want to feel, mechanisms I like, and I have suggestions and then random thoughts, just to encourage people to go back to what's the fun, right? I mean, we're in this to create an emotion. A lot of game designers focus on what you have players do, but really what matters is how do you make people feel? They need a compelling reason to pull a game off a shelf, or to put their phone away, to stop watching a movie, stop listening to music, pull the game off the shelf. They want to feel something. So I would say, yeah, find the fun is the most compelling.
Jason, that's inspiring, because I know that's why I do what I do. We've said this before. I've said this many times before. If you're getting into the board game business to make $1 million, you better like it.
Right.
First. You got to like it first.
Sure.
Right? So if your current team, because I know you work with other designers and do all these things to make sure this is a good game, if your current team made up a human body, what part of the body would you be and why?
Interesting question. It's one of those, you want to say brain, but then other people would probably disagree with you.
Like, if you're the boss, they're going, brain? I do all the brain work.
Yeah, I'm clearly the brawn. I'm about to have to move all this stuff out of here. So
you got to be the brain and the brawn.
I got to be the brawn. I'd say that. Yeah.
The back.
Aren't you, buddy?
Wait a second. He didn't hear you what?
You're more the brain, aren't you, of the organization?
That's what a brain would say.
He's the muscle.
See?
All right.
There it is.
So the second to the last question is, tell me what this is. Don't explain the game. We know the game. We're going to put links to it and everything in the video, but promote it. Tell me who you are, where you're from, how to get a hold of you, how to get the stuff.
Gotcha. Jason Duncan, company is Social Experiment Gaming. I'm out of McKinney, Texas. We have copies available on Amazon. We got a limited edition print on there, and we've reached a contract with Quartermaster to get into distribution. So retail store owners can order through their traditional retail or distribution channels, and they'll get a copy into your store. So, yeah, we can be found.
That's perfect. We're going to be picking up copies for ours and everything soon. But we do have one last question for Jason here. What is your current favorite joke?
Joke? Oh, man. That's funny. You asked the wrong guy. This guy's got a million of them.
But he's been saying them all weekend.
Yeah, and now he's looking at me. Which one do you remember? Oh, my gosh. Something appropriate, maybe? I don't know if
it's up to you.
It's wild. I'm blessed to have friends that have so many great jokes, and they're constantly throwing them out there, and I should memorize more of them. I don't internalize them. I just sit back and enjoy just watching them.
Just laugh and enjoy.
Right. Okay.
You got one? Oh, you almost had one. I saw it.
It's a groany.
Let's go. I love groaners.
Right. It's how many tentacles does it take to make an octopus laugh? It's 10 tickles.
10?
Yeah.
I get it.
Tentacles. Yeah, it's groany. It's groany and punny.
Groanies are my favorite. I'm a dad, so dad joke, groaners,
yeah.
I'm totally fine.
Yeah, I once told 10 puns to try and impress a lady, and no pun and 10 did. Yeah,
See,
groany.
keep it going. There's like a theme. You should write the 10 themes. Thank you so much for that, dude. That really means a lot. Check them out, where there's going to be links on everything on here. We did play the game. We've got a copy of it. We're going to have more of them for sale at our events here in Sacramento, California. So come check us out too. But we'll talk to you soon.